welcome back to a post-Banlist deck profile. I know you all wanted to see how I suffer with on-brand fusion, but let me tell you the deck is still very good, and I will show you the best way to play it, in my opinion. 3 Aluber, best searcher, of course, pretty standard. Don't forget the negate effect. Tragedy, just to search Aluber, nothing much. Also, now that brand fusion is at 1, the graveyard effect is very useful to banish and reset the brand fusion to have one more. So this way you can grind out your matchups if it goes to grind. Don't forget about that. 1 Guiding Quem, 2 Cartesia. You only need 1 Quem. You also could play 2, but I'm playing full 50 cards. I don't want to go to 51, so in my opinion, 1 is good. And 2 Cartesia to dodge hand-ups and to quick fuse. 3 Albaz, standard. Now, best package of the deck is the way to search brand fusion even through some hand-ups, like the Berman Surveiller. Is 3 Albion, 3 Saronir, to go along with the high spirits I will show later. Same idea as in the Greek open list. You always play this package, don't play one of these. High spirits is broken, especially now that brand fusion is limited. And it's also a good hand trap against Finsmith decks like Nubel. And that's why I also play 1 Magnamut, because in a deck where you don't play hand traps, having these cards is very, very good against basically everything. And this also searches a dragon, so you can search like Fallen of Albaz, worst case scenario. And we play 3 Lubellium to also go along with the high spirits, because if you open high spirits and any of these cards, you search brand fusion. And now that Apollousa is banned, this card is very, very good, especially if you play in your side deck Druidwurm. It breaks fields like very, very easily. I wouldn't cut this because it helps you a lot now post Banlist. 1 Spriggan's Kit, 1 Mercurial for the lost targets. Spriggan's Kit, especially now where you focus more on high spirits, is very, very good. And Mercurial just for the negate. 1 Maximus because I play the Nadir build, which is very important. I will explain why later. And 1 Gimmick Puppet because you can still do this and be an asshole, so why not? 1 Brand Fusion, thank you Konami. Why not? Fuck you. 3 Opening to search Brand Fusion. 3 High Spirits, best way to play around as Blossom, because you set up cards in the graveyard, and even if you get asked on Brand Fusion, this card can help you play in your opponent's turn and your main phase 3. It also adds back every turn, so even like if you don't have access to this, you still add like board breakers like Albaz or stuff. And Spriggan's Kit can search this from graveyard and banish as well. So even if you get like Diddy Grod or something, or SP, you can still search it with this. So never forget about this. Now, when you play 2 brand in red, you can play 1 and 1 brand in white. Honestly, right now I play 2 red. I might change it in the future. 1 lost. 3 fusion deployment, obviously standard to go into Cartesia. Keep in mind that if I had the Astellar, White Forest, I would play here, especially because you play 3 Lubellion, so you will almost always have access to brand lost. So Astellar can summon your Cartesia and Quem to go into puppet every game. So if you have a Stellar, you can cut either 1 Lubellion or 1 brand in red to play here. And that's probably what I'm gonna do in the future. Now, 3 Nadir Servant. Nadir Servant is by itself, puppet look. And you can get a lot of advantage. And now if you get asked on brand fusion, like, and if you have set up high spirits with this, it's FTK, because this sends a Garura, which is a free draw and a free send of this. Garura draws a card, and then you banish this for free with Maximus, and Maximus sends the targets to the graveyard. One Foolish, 3 Trust and 1 Talent, pretty standard. Very good going second to search your 1 Branded Fusion. And post side deck, you search Evenly and Dark Ruler. And Talent, I always draw it when I play Branded, so skill is good. Also, shout out to Fotis Papadaliakos for giving me this. That's actually his, not mine. I will get mine post tints. So thank you. I play 3 Droplet. You can also main Super Poly instead of these. I feel like these are better because they synergize with Saronir and Albion, and it's very low effort cost. And because you play High Spirits and Branded Red, you can also like chain Branded High Spirits, chain Branded Red, and then chain Droplet, sending everything for free and they give their effects. You can also play Dark Ruler because it's normal spell, you can search of Trust, but this is also good going first, so I would play this right now. 1 duplication to go with Trust and 1 Retribution. Now, very important card to search your Brand Fusion or to add it back. And if you banish it, you can add it back with Kit and then set it as a negate. And then on the next turn, you can add back Brand Fusion. This is very important. Extra deck, we play 1 Mirror Jet, not 2, 1. Same idea as the Greek Open list. I do not have a lot of space, and I feel like every card I play here is important. And you either puppet lock them and you win, or if you go to grind game, the other cards are helping you, and you can put it back with Lubellion every time to go into other fusions like Albion or Dracostapelia. Or even like Queritis. So you don't need more of this. And if it goes to the graveyard, Quem can reborn it. So I don't need 2. I never bring 2 in the games. 2 Albion. This you need 2. I was once playing 3 of them. Very important, especially now in the Nadir build and the High Spirits. You send this every time in the graveyard. And basically, if you have both High Spirits and Nadir Servant, you send these 3 to the graveyard, and if you have these 3, this is Puppet Lock without Brand Fusion, so keep that in mind. You also play 1 Titanic Lad, very important, graveyard effect, to summon a Dogmatica Monster or Albaz, and if you get nipped, this is how you play through it. Sometimes I don't summon this, I summon this with Brand Fusion, so if you get nipped, you summon Albaz, you go into this, and now you use that effect to summon another monster. Albion, nice Konami for not banning it. I guess they want Gimmick Puppet more. Okay, Konami, ban this, bring back Brand Fusion to 3. Thank you. 1 Lubellion and 1 Rindrum. This, now that you play more Beastals, especially if you open Lubellion, you can go into this with Branded Fusion to send Tri-Brigade Mercurier and banish it with a Beastal to add the Cartesia if you don't have access. So, especially if you open specifically Lubellion and Aluber or Brand Fusion, this is Gimmick Puppet. Now, onto the other fusions. I play 2 Gragignol, very important in the High Spirits build. And also this can summon a Maximus because it's a Dogmatica monster. And in this build you have more good targets from the extra deck because you play Lulu Valeli and you play 1 Queritis. Lulu is very, very important with Nadir build because this can summon Cartesia from the deck in the end phase or from the hand sometimes. And very, very good card because if you send this in the Daniclad, you have access to both Cartesia and Quem in the end phase and you can play on your opponent's turn. Queritis standard. 1 Warlord Furious. This is why I play 1 Mirror Jade because I feel like this card is mandatory, especially against Runics, especially these matchups. And I was originally siding with one of them and playing 2 Mirror Jade, but I think you must play this card. And I also play 1 Dracostapelia, also a must card against decks like Flu or like other decks It's also very good against most matchups, to be honest. Also, making level 1, sometimes it counts, the level reduction, so keep that in mind. One Garura for the Nadir, and one Garden Chimera for the brand in red. Honestly, you never make this. You can play like a second Mirror Jet, which you also don't make often, and cut out one brand in red and put one branded in white. But for my locals, this is what I chose to bring. So that's the deck. Thank you for watching, guys. Comment down below if you want to see gameplay of the deck in action. And don't forget to like and subscribe.